Welcome to Culture Clubb. What we say, what we mean. Bold and blunt in the room, you know what it is. Lights on, cameras up. Everybody got a view. We don't fake for the likes. We just speak what's true. Pull up, take your seat. It might get real tonight. If you brought your
What's going on, beautiful people? Thank you guys for tuning in to ACTVPLUS here on YouTube. You are watching Culture Clubb, where we spell club with two B's because we like to be bold and blunt. Like always, we are going to reintroduce ourselves from our right to our left. Say your name, and on a scale of 1 to 10, how are you feeling?
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Megabody. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling amazing.
Hello, everybody. I am Pepper Braxton, and I am feeling like I'm looking good.
Good.
Okay. Yeah. Give me that number. Give me that. What's your number? 1 to 10?
It's a 10 out of 10.
Okay.
Say a 10.
What's going on, world? I am Wes, and I am a 10 as well.
Hello, everyone. I am Dorian, and I'm just happy to be breathing.
Okay.
I would be so upset if I died last night.
Oh, what happened last night?
Nothing. I just went to sleep.
Oh, okay.
You would have been bad too.
I would have been right. Exactly. An empty chair. That is not for you.
Give me a 1 out of 10.
A 7.
Okay.
What's up, world? I'm Cordell Omari, and on a scale from 1 to 10, I'm gonna say I'm probably about an 8.5. I'm tired.
What's up, y'all? My name is Ade, aka African Cocoa Butter. I am feeling.
Yeah, but you feeling that drink, and that was a good one. Come on now.
I am feeling great. I'm feeling fulfilled. I'm feeling grateful. And it's
1 out of 10.
It's 11 out of 10.
Oh,
Fulfilled, friend.
Yes.
I'll label it.
Yeah.
comments from our last episode. We had Sherrod and Tyrese do their conversational piece. We have someone says, I honestly love the honesty of these two men. Tyrese, you are such a beautiful man. Then we have Vic Demoni says, gym shoes, heart. Then we have Sun P says, there's obvious sexual tension. Did y'all feel that? I felt like you did feel it.
I didn't.
You did not. So what would you call it? Not sexual tension. What would you call it? Just tension?
I didn't think it was any tension. Maybe y'all know something I don't know.
What did I miss?
Any real tension? I think you just have to know Sherrod.
Okay. Best episode of Culture Clubb yet. This was amazing. You guys look so good in your red. I love this. I think I like tomatoes. The creation is by James Weldon Johnson. Then we have another one said, I'm loving this series. Great to get to know everyone on the cast. Great episode. Best episode ever. Okay. Come on, Monica.
Okay.
Sherrod and Tyrese, y'all really unpacked and got into some things this episode. I love the transparency and the Midwest vibes. This was such a vulnerable episode. Much love to you both. Okay, so they got some love through their episodes.
That was a really good episode.
Just to reinform you guys, this particular August 8th to the 13th, we have the Be Men Gay Cruise Party is on Virgin Voyages. Go to westernfriends.com to book your cabin. Cabins are still available. We have over 220 men going. Majority of us are black. I think there's like 2 other races. And then we have some women in the mix. I think that's like 4 women. And then we have 2 trans people in the mix as well. So it's going to be very interesting. But majority of us are black. So it's going to be great. Black men. I can't wait. Come and party with us. Mega's going. I'm going. It's going to be a great time. And then we have our sponsor here on the table. June Teeny Strawberry Tequila Cocktail Coolers, 12 ounce. Raspberry Lemonade Cocktail Cooler, 6% ABV. And then they come in 4 packs as well. Let me tell y'all, I have these guys taste the bottle here, and they are loose than a goose. Off of 1 shot. We got to get through the rest of the episode, y'all. Go to juneteenty.com. It is black owned, and I just love their website. Very good website, a great product. Also, we have a cabin trip coming up June 11th to the 15th. We have 4 spots left currently. My cabin trips we are in luxury cabins. We're not in rinky-dink cabins. It is going to be a great experience. And this particular cabin, we're the only cabin on the hill. So We're going to have some fun. June 11th to the 15th, go to westernfriends.com to book. Bring your boo, bring your friend. There's 4 spots left. Wardrobe theme is Army Fatigue, Army Green in a complimentary color. Look around the crowd, see who is wearing it best. Leave it in the comments, leave it in the comments, leave it in the comments. All right. And this is episode 502, season 5. Episode 2. You see we have some new faces on the panel. We're trying to bring y'all some new personalities and new faces. Dorian, can you let us know a little bit about yourself and why you are interested in being a part of Culture Clubb?
Hello. Maybe I should bring this a little.
Yeah, just slide it like this arm right here. This arm.
All right, here we go. Can y'all hear me out there in Radio Land? Well, my name is Dorian again. I just do hair for a living. I just make my money that way. But honestly, I love what you do for the culture. This is really cool. I've seen a few episodes. I was really late to the game, but I enjoy this. So I'm just excited to see what I can bring to the cast, I guess.
Are you able to be bold and blunt, unfiltered with your opinion? Are you shy? Are you coy?
Have you seen my Jack profile?
Jack? No, I have not. Okay.
I'm all the way in here.
Okay. All right.
Huh? Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Main topic for tonight on this episode is fighting on reality TV. Topic number 1, has reality TV made violence entertainment? We have the shows like Baddies, Bad Boys Club, Bad Girls Club was a part of Once Upon a Time. Thank you, Devin. We have Love and Hip Hop. All of these shows. Has reality TV made violence entertainment a day? Are you entertained by the violence?
I don't even watch it.
Oh.
Let me take that back. I used to watch Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
Okay.
Because of Spice. What's the other girl's name on there? She's here in Atlanta.
Carly Rae?
No.
Yeah, Michelle.
No.
The Beckham?
No.
I think all of them.
Mimi Foles?
Not Mimi Foss.
Jocelyn?
No.
Used to be in Atlanta.
Well, just go on, baby. Just go on.
I used to watch back in the day, but I stopped watching because it just doesn't thrill me anymore. So I don't think it's necessarily violence, but I think that this generation of people that watch now, they actually love the violence in entertainment, but not from my generation. I will speak for myself, but yeah, it's not for me.
Corday, you seem violent. Oh. Do you like violence as entertainment?
Damn,
you know I'm just talking, baby. You know I'm just talking.
You know I don't be fighting nobody like this.
Okay.
This off though.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do working out. I don't subscribe to that type of TV. So
Okay.
I'm from the old school era of reality TV. Give me Flavor of Love. Give me I Love New York. Give me 2 Ways with Tila Tequila or whatever that show was back in the day. You remember Tila Tequila? Yeah. Give me those type of shows. Give me some real life. Give me what was the other show? Damn, it was like The Challenge. Give me those shows. Or the
Okay.
Real World. Those,
Yeah.
That's that reality TV I like. I don't like all the fighting.
Okay.
So I don't subscribe to that.
Okay. Dorian.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I don't subscribe to it either, but I will say that there is a market for it. Because honestly, if 2 people went to fighting on this show right now, I think it would probably be the biggest viewed, video that you have. So I think, they perpetuate the narrative to go on there and fight. If you've ever done reality TV, they kind of stir you up before you even get to the scene to know what's about to happen. So I don't think it's going anywhere. And it's so unfortunate that these little girls be wallowing all over the floor, fighting each other over packs of ramen noodles. Like they would fight over anything on reality TV. But they paying bills with it, so.
Yeah.
Mega. So you like the fights? That's what I'm getting.
I do watch these shows. First of all, we are watching. That's why the ratings are so high. That's why the ratings are so high. And yes, these arguments started off really small with the real world, with people like Tammy and whatever the guy she got kicked off the show. They started small and they grew until we needed more to feed us, to guide us. And we like all this foolishness. Nobody wanted to see Portia pull Kenya hair, but we was all here for it. It's the stuff like that. So it's just like porn. Nobody's watching porn, but it's making so much money. I just don't understand why we just can't admit that.
Oh.
Super support it. We like it.
Pepper, you like violence, right? I seen you on one of them shows and you got getting into fights and stuff and carrying on. Yeah. Had your hand in the person's face and all that.
Violence. I think your girlfriends over at that network started an epidemic of fighting and carrying on. That I don't like that. I'm for love and peace.
Okay. I subscribe because I get paid to subscribe. I review these shows, so that's it. But I do think that I don't know. I recently got into the concept of understanding that as big as WWE is, WWF, as big as kickboxing and Muay Thai and all of these ring cage boxing matches are, the only difference with baddies and the things of the like is that there's a script or a storyline attached to it now. And so where we sit here, these men make millions and millions of dollars to kick people in the face and knock people out and break ribs. We haven't seen anybody break ribs or anything on these shows thus far, and they're adding a little storyline to it. So I don't know.
I've never thought about it that way.
Yeah.
I guess what makes it different then? Like
Nothing really makes a difference.
except the price that they getting paid though.
Oh, yeah, they do.
But a lot of these women use these platforms like the Jocelyn's. The deal that she got with Zeus was amazing, right? She used the platform. She was, and she why would she change doing anything that she's doing? Because we always support it. We love that about Jocelyn. We come down on her. We talk junk about her. We like, Jocelyn, why don't you stop? You got a baby. But we support it.
Topic number 2, do fans reward fighting more than personality? Me personally, I wish there was a thicker storyline with a lot of these shows. I feel like right now it's gotten to the point where all we expect is for them to fight, and that's all that they do is fight. I want more personality. I want more storyline. Well, prime example, a good person that understands the business that she's in and does bring personality to the show is Diamond the Body. Shout out to DTB. She's been on the platform twice, but she is a personality that gets it, and she knows how to carry a show, but she also brings a good personality and something to watch as well. Who do y'all think right now that's in reality TV that brings that personality that y'all like to watch?
Portia.
Stacey Rush.
I agree, 100%. Stacey is it?
Who is Stacey Rush?
She's on The Housewives of Potomac.
Potomac?
Yes.
Is that black, white? What is that?
It's black.
Oh, okay. What makes her special?
She's witty, and it's like she coming in, they were hazing her, and instead of like being catty back with them, it was like she was handling everything with grace, but it was like it had like a comedic like feel with it. Like she was like, they was trying to haze her, but it wasn't working.
Is she like I Love New York? Or
no, she is like,
She's from Detroit.
she's QVC meets reality TV.
Okay.
Because that's her background, QVC. But I agree 100% with you. She's like, they tried to haze her, and I tried not to like her for a few episodes I did, but she kept like growing on me.
Okay.
It's like lickety split. It's like she says stuff like that. It's so annoying, but it's so cute.
Yeah.
They were trying to haze her, but she ended up being like, now she's like on the cover of like Variety and all of these.
Oh, okay.
It was
How she was handling.
yes. And on her second season, she was sitting right next to Andy. And you know, it takes a while to get next to Andy. And on her second season, she was right up there.
Okay.
For me, I think I might have to go with Angela from Real Housewives of Atlanta. The way she reads bitches, she don't yell at them, she don't shout.
I like Angela.
Is that Atlanta? You said Real Housewives of Atlanta? Okay.
I don't know.
She's saying the same tone. Like she don't have to do too much to get her point across.
Tiago, if you want to sit here, you can, or any of the chairs in the kitchen. Are you good? Okay.
I feel like but she doesn't do it like Sheree did it. But Sheree did it in a way where it was funny, messy. Like Angela, I do like Angela. Don't get me wrong, and she's been looking good this season. But for me, she just doesn't. I don't know. Nobody collects a bone like Sheree to me, and I feel like Angela is trying to be the bone collector, and she's not doing it with as much pizzazz as Sheree used to do
Got
it.
to pass the baton.
Yeah.
Little girls got to come on in and work the thing. No, and I agree, and I think that things are going to change, and they're not going to be the same.
But her body, she is everything. She is stunning.
Okay. All right. Topic number 3. Are networks exploiting trauma for views?
Yeah, but that ain't nothing new.
And we want them to keep exploiting.
Not me per se, because here's one exploitation or one specific dramatic situation that I got tired of seeing was the situation between Krishan and Tasiki about what happened in their childhood and the alleged molestation and stuff like that. They were trying to drill it into our heads, and they kept forcing them to be on these shows. Not forcing them because they were getting paid to be on these shows, but still, after a while, it was just like, okay, enough is enough, because they're not. One side is not going to convey what the other side did, and vice versa. It's like, what's the point in keep trying to drill this into our minds? But I don't know. I do think that there should be some kind of a moral compass or someone that can sit above and be like, we don't want to tell that story right now, or let's go in this direction rather. I don't know. I just think now it's like everybody is just out for money and they really don't care anymore.
Yeah, but that's a choice that you make, right? When you're going to that, you say, hey, I'm going to give it all I got so that I can use this platform for something else. I agree to the terms of this because I want the money. I've been on reality shows, and sometimes when you go on the reality shows, you're going to get them the bare minimum. You're not giving them all that because that's who I was. But in my mind, if the show was big enough and it made sense to give all the extra, I probably would have.
I did. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Oh, well, I didn't see that because I don't even know who those people are.
Okay.
And I don't know how much it was drilled. And however, the other side to that is that it does raise a conversation in that demographic that probably don't go to therapy and stuff like that. And maybe it did spark something in somebody and say, hey, let me go get some help for my childhood trauma. Now, as far as drilling it in, I don't know. I didn't see that part, but at least it did raise a conversation.
I could understand it more if they did lean into because some of these shows they'll have like the number at the end. If you've been experiencing this, or if you've been killed suicide, or blah blah blah. Here's something, or they would bring a counselor to the setting to counsel these people, but we don't get any of that.
What show is that?
This is Baddies on Zeus Network.
Clocked out.
It was an episode of Housewives on OC, and the front story is that Vicky found out her mother died on camera. The backstory was that Vicky's daughter came to her house and she was knocking on the door to tell her that her grandmother had died, but production didn't let her in. They didn't let her in. They kept filming the scene, and they had her daughter call Vicky and tell her that her mother died over the phone. So they wanted to get
on camera. Yikes.
And that's such a horrible thing to have to experience in real life. But as a viewer,
it was exciting to see.
Reaction about how her mother died. So I think it's a yin and a yang. The person in the situation is horrible, but as the viewer, you're getting the reality.
Yeah.
I think we sign up for these things though. We want the money. We want the glitz. Right. We want the glam. If you were to go on to any of these popular shows, I know, like the Housewives, you give them what they need. You want another season. These are glamorous jobs. And to think about people who go on these fighting shows like the Baddies, these people never had real money before. And now they can really pay some real bills. And we look at them and we're talking about them on these shows. Wes is interviewing them. My life is different. I don't do the things that I used to do. I got a little more money in my pocket.
But the flip side to that I tell a lot of these women, and I don't really understand it, specifically I'm speaking about Zeus and all the controversies that's happening behind closed doors. These women will express to me all of these concerns, but then they will go right back. And then people will be like, well, Wes, it's because of the money. I will be like, okay, cool. If you acknowledge that it's because of the money and you're making all this money, do not complain about the place that you're going to work because you're allowing it to happen. You're complicit. And so that would be my only message to the people out there.
I want to piggyback off of what Pepper just said.
Okay.
I honestly feel like when you just brought up the production not allowing her daughter to come in and tell her mom, I feel like a lot of times these networks need to be held more accountable. For instance, when you think about the whole thing that went down with the last season of Real Housewives of Atlanta, when they filmed that whole scene of Kenya exploiting, what's the damn girl's name?
Well, she had those posters.
Posters and stuff. You guys knew that y'all were going to put this out before you aired it. So if you knew it was going to be an issue, why not pull it from airing? And then you would never been in a lawsuit in the first place.
Got it.
Right? I agree. So I feel like a lot of times these networks, they know what they're doing and they over-exploit these people, but they're not being held accountable.
And that's what I was saying about the moral, like somebody sitting at the top saying what they should not show.
And I get the point. And honestly, that is so terrible about her hearing about her grandmother over the phone. However, it's reality TV. And when it comes down to it, reality TV has gotten so fake. There is no reality in reality TV. And although I understand that it morally, somebody should have took her to the side and allowed her to grieve. But that's probably maybe the most real thing that probably happened the entire season. And you do need moments like that because it has to be reality TV. Because a lot of times you look at these shows and you just know what's about to happen because it's almost like a script. So that was totally unscripted. So I think it was good for like the basis of the show. Still fucked up.
I mean, it's so crazy because like a lot of times you see these reality stars on these TV shows, you can tell the storyline is forced. But as soon as something happens and they're not on that show, they have all this real life shit going on that actually should be filmed to be put on the show.
But who wants to speak to those things? Just because I'm on a reality show doesn't mean I'm going to speak to those things. The same way I put out what I want to put out on social media is the same way I'm going to give what I need to give in the scene for the show. They may come to Pepper and say, hey, bring up Twan's mother's such and such and such. That doesn't mean I'm going to address it.
So what I'm saying, how I'm looking at it, for instance, Nene's story. As soon as Nene got kicked off of Housewives of Atlanta, she had to go through the situation with her husband dying. She had to go through the situation with her son being hospitalized and having heart attacks. She went through this situation. She went through the situation with the African guy with that relationship. She went through the situation of losing or not being able to keep the lounge. Like, she went through real life shit that actually would have made good TV. She would have wanted that stuff on camera, but Andy wasn't going forward with her because of the situation they were in.
You don't know that. We've experienced a lot of things with Nene on reality TV
Nene
that
has been
Nene
saying
did
for
not want
years
to talk
that
about.
She's been saying for years that she is open to going back to Atlanta Housewives. So trust me,
She's
she
open
would
to
have
that.
she would have put those
Wow.
stories on camera.
While Nene was on The Housewives, she had the opportunity to be open and vulnerable about many things that were going on in her lives, and she did not. When they came up, Nene let us know. She let Andy know. We're not talking about that, and that's that.
That's a good point.
Nene did what she wanted to do. Nene was not letting y'all film all over her house and film her family.
Remember when she got in that fight because the girl wanted to go in her closet?
But
they didn't film it.
Remember the episode where they talked? They even brought up her son. She was like, "Look, we're not doing that." Other people film their children and the thing. When Noelle, we thought that Noelle was going to be gay. It was filmed. Like other people. Well, I'm sorry, I don't watch Noelle.
She's a beautiful girl, though. Beautiful girl.
But that was filmed. When Candy go through with her kids, it's filmed. Other people, it's filmed. Nene is like, no, I'm the OG. I'm not doing that.
Before you move on, that was a part of my point as well. And I think that was good too, because like I was saying before, when you reach a level of stardom, then you don't want everything disclosed. So I think the bigger you get, the more fake the shows get. That's what I was saying as far as like her getting a phone call about her grandmother's death. It was needed because all of y'all are too big for your britches at this point, and nobody wants to live in your reality. So now we have to kind of make up shit and kind of coast the entire season.
Okay.
World. We get up in glitz and glam and we go to lunch and show you guys what the things that you don't have, when in actuality a lot of us don't really have it, and we went to the store to Neiman's to get it and it's going back.
When does a fight become too much? Corday, when does a fight become too much?
What type of fight are we talking about? Something physical or just words?
However you interpret it.
I think a fight becomes too much when you start to use things somebody told you in confidence to use it against them. For instance, if you told me that you had an issue with being on drugs, and the first thing I call you when you make me mad is a crackhead bitch.
All right. A day. When does a fight become too much?
When it gets physical. Never be physical with anybody. I mean, you could trade words of mouth, but putting your hands on someone, I don't stand for that at all.
Pepper, when does a fight become too much?
When there's no reason for the fight to happen.
That's a good way.
Like if me and you genuinely have heated confrontation and we are getting to a point where we cannot restrain ourselves and it's physical, then hey, shit happens. If I'm just fighting you for no reason and it's like I've been seeing this, I was like, well, I just did the thing. Like, that's pointless because I can tell that was for no reason. I was just like, why did you just fight them?
So if it was for a reason, what about if there's
No,
a
it
reason?
should be the same. It need to be. It need
So
to
what
be
if there's a reason? Would you want it to be
Well,
physical?
there is a reason.
I mean,
Right.
sometimes shit happens.
Wow.
Sometimes.
Dorian, when does a fight become too much?
You know, the Virgo in me, I always see things from both sides. I always see things from both sides. To go to our point earlier today, that's why I don't really watch Ratchet TV, because I don't want to sit there and see y'all fighting over who took the last pillow in the guest house that none of us live in real life. So I don't want to see it. However, if you are running off at your mouth, well, first of all, if you don't know how to fight, shut up. Let's just leave that there. But a fight gets too far for me when it's blood, because sometimes a bitch just needs to be popped the fuck in the face. Like, if you come at me the wrong way and I tell you, hey, back up, girl, and you keep coming up to me, then you got to get knocked out. That's how I got this right here. But when it comes down to it, if somebody saw us bleeding, okay, fight over. Like, let's stop. Yeah. Or face, anything dealing with the face. Like, okay, like, let's be women here.
I think that's easier said. I'm a Gemini.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm fighting you 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna black out. And if I black out,
me too. I black out too. Oh my God, that's so cute.
Cute.
Yeah, no. When I fight, I want you to bleed. That's the whole point.
Well, if I'm watching a fight, you know, I think because it was a fight that got that fight. Now I did watch the first and the second season of Bad Boys, because that boy, what is his name, Jonathan? He is so fine to me. I swear to God, I love that boy.
Golly, Jonathan.
Oh, he does it for me. I'm sorry.
Free Jonathan.
So he does it for me. But like, that fight was a little too much. It was cringy to watch that huge fight. I think that was far too much. But it was kind of sexy.
Mega.
I think this is a really, really hard question to ask. I don't know. It depends on who you're arguing with, what point you're trying to get across. And sometimes you do cross the line, and I don't condone violence at all, but I do fight. So this is real just hard for me.
Interesting.
Florida, so that's just all in you anyway.
Just all that.
Come on, Floyd.
Topic number 5. Can reality TV survive without physical altercations?
No.
If it's a love show, I think these love shows are surviving. I mean, what is it? Love Games? Love Island. They barely argue on that show, and it's one of the most popular shows in existence currently. If you're in the top 8 or top 6, you have money for a long period of your life afterwards, and they don't fight on that show.
The same lines as the other shows.
They get paid more.
But also there is something there that isn't on all these other shows too. Everybody that's on that cast is attractive. Like, they all are fine as
Oh yeah, they're beautiful people.
You know,
Beautiful
so it's
people.
just like, so yeah, exactly, you know. But the thing is that they don't have to fight because they have something else to bring to the table, you know. So it's just like, yeah, exactly. Almost like when you watch a gospel reality TV show, they ain't fighting, but they're bringing something else to the table. But in general reality TV that isn't about like God or fine ass people, you know, another thing too is that we go to the extreme and say fighting, but also like harsh words is also in the same lane as well. Because old girl, what did she call her? Beast, and that just fucked up her whole life.
What show was
like
this?
What was that? Oh, it was Beverly Hills, yes. And she was like, Beast. That girl couldn't sleep for weeks, and it was like she punched her. So it was like, you don't necessarily have to like be, you know, brawling for it to be you know, like a fight type of situation.
I think you just gotta know your audience. Like, when I'm watching Housewives, I'm not watching Housewives because I want to see somebody get into a physical fight.
Yeah.
They know their audience. I'm watching Housewives. I want to see lifestyle. I want to see
Shame.
stuff that out of path. You know, I want to see catty stuff.
Right.
If I'm watching Love Island, you know your audience, and the show has to feed the audience that.
It just depends on the demographic that they're trying to push the show out to, I guess.
All right. The Club Has Spoken is a new segment that we're doing for season 5 of Culture Clubb. I post flyers on social media and I get the response of the people. Our verse men, the new bisexual, a man that can't choose or a man that likes options. Mega, can you read the right side for me? Can you see it?
Yeah, this is Kwani. Hey, Kwani.
Oh, that's my cat.
I think it's more about having options, preferences for me. I want a top masculine dude that would masculine dude to compliment me.
All right, the Royal Couch. We have the Royal Couch actually in here. I believe this is an immature way to look at bisexuality. So my answer is no. Shaka Waka says, I think this post is so heteronormative because it's like saying tops are the men and bottoms are women. So that makes verse bisexual. What? Okay.
I don't know what he's saying.
I get it.
I don't know that.
Then explain it to me because I don't get it.
So if we start translating this stuff, you'll say that tops are the males, bottoms are the females, and that's what he's saying. Verse are bisexual.
Saying, well, who the girl and who the boy?
That's what straight people say.
But verse
in the catcher.
But verse and bisexual are two completely different avenues. I'm not.
All of these.
There's no and have intelligence, please, because we're not talking about gender base. We're not talking about gender norms. Okay.
I understood y'all.
So I don't understand. I still don't get it. Taj, there's no need to not to agree. It just don't make sense. Like, talk about the flyer. Talk about what's on the flyer. That doesn't make sense.
I mean, I feel like
So make me understand how we bring in heteronormative.
Basically saying I don't agree because tops aren't men and bottoms aren't women.
Pretty much. That's just like
I get both sides. It's the Virgo in me. It's the Virgo in me. I get both sides, but I think the disconnect is coming from the bisexual saying, because he's saying that men would be the tops, bottoms would be the girls, excuse me. And I think he's saying that, like, with the bi thing, it's like, oh, we like anything, I guess.
What is that? Is that the girl or the man? That's what I'm trying to understand.
But when you're bisexual, you could be with the girl or a man. It's just a stupid answer. I get it.
and men.
Yeah. I think I think tops would be more bisexual than verse men.
I think the guy just looked too deep into the old flyer. Stop.
And I don't think that either is true. I think there are tops who are bisexual. There are verse guys who are bisexual. There are bottoms who are bisexual.
If you're bisexual, you got to be a top. You can't be bisexual and be nothing.
Wait, what?
Say that. Say that.
Okay.
How about you be being bisexual and being fucked?
I ain't getting any women.
Listen.
Oh, no.
Hold on. I'm glad we get animated here, but let's continue with the comments real quick. Taj the guy says that not everything gotta come with the crisis label. Some men are just confident enough to know that they will like what they like and experience enough to communicate it. That don't automatically make somebody bisexual. It might just mean he got options and knows how to please a partner. Next person says, I'm about tired of this conversation. Another person says, try as you might, new school, you not gonna make old shit different than what it is or what it was. Verse gay don't have anything to do with being bisexual. Okay. I'm already ready to throw away top and bottom labels.
Not me. Hell no. Hell no.
Why not?
No. Because some people don't do everything. I'm sorry. I want to know what I'm getting into before I get into it. Like, no, because you have to understand. Okay. Let me ask you, do you do both? Do you do both? And see, do you do both? No. So that's why he agrees with me. I'm not trying to be with another girl. Like, it's a lot of masculine girls out there.
But why does the bottom, but you're going with that comment just now, calling it girl and boy. Why does the bottom have to be girl?
No. I call tops girls. I'm just saying, just in general, fuck that. I don't want to be with another bottom, and I don't know that you're a bottom until we get in the bed. I need to know exactly.
Because two bottoms wouldn't have sex with
two bottoms do not make an outfit. First of all,
when a bottom and a verse can have sex together, and just because he's verse doesn't mean that he's gonna automatically be masculine.
I totally agree with that. What I'm saying is that, say for instance, I connect with somebody who does not do both, and they do the exact same thing that I do, and we did not have that. We didn't have that communication in the beginning.
Get a deal, dog. Play with each other. Next time.
But really, that is a real conversation. Like, I think, like,
a lot of people feel like two tops can be in a relationship. A lot of people feel like two bottoms can be in a relationship. I tried it. It did not work.
It's easier.
I tried it. It did not work.
Easier. I don't know nothing about that foolishness.
I was in a relationship with
Not foolishness.
It's foolishness.
Yeah,
what did you guys do though? Like, what do you?
And when he wanted to, look, it's your turn.
But it's just so complicated. It's just like y'all flip a coin. Like, who gonna fuck who tonight?
Y'all were versatile guys who prefer to bottom, is what I hear you saying.
Correct.
Because if y'all flipping,
y'all talk anymore.
You're gonna be a top. You're gonna be a top this year, Day.
No.
Yeah.
All right, let's continue the conversation right quick with The Club Has Spoken. We have another comment. No, this been going on for years. They're just now coming out about me and being gay, bisexual download, bisexual verse, bisexual this. been going on. What?
I don't understand.
Okay, moving on. Honestly, I'm lost with the question. We just remixed the meaning to everything. Bisexuality means you attracted to both men and women. Verse are men that top and bottom, clearly. People have information at the tip of their hands and they're still stupid. This is ridiculous. This is by far the most ignorant and ridiculous question I've read regarding human sexuality. Stupid. Okay, I believe it depends on this partner. I believe it depends on his partner, men or women. Verse are bi, since most of them engage in both sexes, men and women. Clap, 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 clap. Yes, yes. So the question was, are verse men the new bisexual? These two people believe that it is. Some people are able to read and understand what the fuck the question is asking.
I still don't, honestly.
But real quick, we're gonna go to the last question, then we'll talk a little bit more. Leave bisexual people out of top or bottom. Top of bottom. Don't got to do with your sexuality. It's no. Y'all so damn bored and obsessed with stupid ass surface level shit when Jesus is literally breaking through the sky. Okay.
Hold on.
The club has spoken. There's a lot going on. I don't know.
When is he coming? When is he coming?
Hey,
I'll come for pay this next damn batch of bills.
You with me?
Breaking through the sky.
OMG, I'm ready. Got one of the hearts. Okay, so are verse men the new bisexual? The commonality between verse and bisexual is options. Let me get that all out before anybody objects or wants to say something. Verse men have options. Bisexual men have options. That's the commonality. So the question is, are verse men the new bisexual? Meaning that they can do whatever they want to do. That is the simplistic response to the question. A man that can't choose, or a man that likes options. That's all that it is. So some people believe that a verse man can't be in a relationship with a full top or a full bottom because they need options. Let me finish, because everybody seems like they don't understand. Not everybody, but some people. A bisexual man is the same. It said the same thing. A bisexual man has said the same thing. That if they go with just a woman, that they can't just be with a woman. So that's the commonality. And maybe y'all haven't had this conversation with many people, but I've had this conversation with many people. And I just dealt with a bisexual man not too long ago. And they told me that they cannot not be with a woman, that they have to have that option. So the question is, again, are verse men the new bisexual? Can verse men just be in a relationship and just deal with one bottom or one top? Let me ask that question first. Can verse men, do you know of a verse man that can just deal with a bottom or a top in a relationship?
Nope.
Do you know?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know?
I do, but I don't believe it.
Okay. I know of a lot of verse men, but I feel like they need both. Sir.
I do not believe a versatile man can be in a situation where they have to pick a role. No.
Okay. Megabody.
Yes, people do it all the time for relationships.
All right. Next question is bisexual. Two options again. Do you believe that a bisexual man can just be with a man or a woman, or do you feel like they need both?
That's the myth, but I don't agree with it.
Do you believe that
I do not believe that.
that can choose one or the other?
They have to do both.
Okay.
No. So I'm gonna explain from my own.
We can get the explanation after we get around everybody.
Let me get my shit out first.
Oh Lord Jesus.
And I be being quiet.
Do you understand the question
I
now?
understand what you're saying. However, I feel like for me, if I'm dating a woman, I'm gonna be with that woman and just that woman at the time. I don't need a man at the time because my desire is for that woman. If I'm dating a man, I'm gonna be with that man for that time because my desire is that man. Unless we have a conversation and we decide we want to flip and flop and go back and forth. So I think that a bisexual man can date only women. I feel like a bisexual man can date only men if that's what they want to do at the time. They don't have to have both at the same time.
Okay. You can speak to it, sir. Do you believe that a bisexual man has the ability to be with a woman and not a man, or a man and not a woman, or do you feel like they are constantly going to be thinking about both?
Honestly, I can't speak to it because I've always known exactly what I wanted. So I'm just going to bow out of this conversation. I don't know.
All right.
I really don't know.
In my experience, I have yet to see a bisexual man that is able to choose one or the other.
If the question is bisexual the new verse, or can bisexual men be with one?
And then that's what I'm referring to, because the question is just a little silly. It's like,
Ask another question before we got to this.
The question is, do both parties, verse or bisexual, can they only just deal in one lane, or do they need both lanes? That is the question.
Person can do, because I'm not bisexual.
All right, Mega.
Yes. Bisexual people can be in a relationship and only deal with one person. So it's the notion that we're giving that all verse people cheat and all bisexual people cheat. No. When people are in relationships, they get locked in. Love makes you do silly things. There are no more cheaters. Bisexuals and verse skin guys are no more cheaters than anybody else in the world. I'm not really understanding the question.
All right.
Can I ask a question? So it raises another question. It's just the Virgo in me. I like to get to the nitty gritty. So if a bisexual man is exploring his male fantasy at the time, does that now make him gay?
No.
Some people.
He's bisexual. If he likes women and if he can be in a relationship with a woman, he's bisexual.
Exactly. But what I'm saying is, if the narrative is true that he can be with a man or a woman, if he's with a man and never goes with a woman again, is he gay?
Yeah, at that point, yeah.
I think it depends on how you want to identify with yourself. I am bisexual. However, for to make it easier for people, I will say that I'm gay.
Oh my God, you sleep with girls too?
I have.
That is so sexy.
I actually had sex with a trans woman. I mean, a trans man a few weeks ago, and it was good. I don't know what, and I haven't had it since like 2002, so it was good.
Oh, so you just circle back.
But I want to say that in the black community, dealing with women, you cannot play both sides.
Lord
no matter
Jesus.
how you want
I
to
agree
deal
with
with it,
that.
if you
I
don't play
agree
with a
with
guy,
that.
you're gay.
Hold on one second. You hit the buzzer.
Cannot be bisexual.
But women can be.
Yes.
No.
All right, so we're gonna go on to Bold and Blunt. We're not gonna convolute this too much going on. Can anybody see the screen? Can anybody read? Dorian, can you see the screen?
It's all blurred to me.
Can you
I
see the
am
screen?
old.
Can you
A
read?
little bit. Hey, Culture Club. My name is Nina. I'm 44, and I've been with my boyfriend, Rick, for almost 2 years. Before we got serious, Rick told me that he had dated both men and women. I appreciate his honesty, and I told myself his past was his past. But lately, I've been struggling. Every time we go out, I catch him staring at other men.
There's a reason why I ask these things during the show, but okay.
Not just noticing them, really looking. And once I see it, my mind starts racing. I brought it up more than once. Rick says I'm overthinking and I just have nothing to worry about. He says he chooses me and that should be enough. A part of me wants to believe him, but another part of me wonders if he messes with the other side if he misses the other side of his life, and I'm ignoring signs because I don't want to face the truth. I know being homosexual
Bisexual,
excuse me, doesn't mean someone can't be faithful, but I'd be lying if this hasn't triggered some deep insecurities in me. So my question is this: am I letting my fear of stereotypes get the best of me, or is my intuition trying to tell me something?
this goes back to the flyer. Take a second, compartmentalize the question, and take each section as it is. This goes back to the flyer. This person is saying that they are dating someone that is bisexual, and she is catching him always looking at a man in a flirtatious way. So now she is asking, Nina, 44, is asking, should she have a problem with that? Should she be in fear of that? Is it just her intuition trying to tell her something, or should she just leave it alone? A day, respond.
And that is why I'm saying that you can. There's no such thing as, oh, I'm verse when I'm in a relationship, I'm a bit top for you if you're a bottom. I don't believe that. I just think I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but it's very far-fetched. It's not very common. You will always at one point want to feel the need to try something else. So coming to your situation, you know it's bisexual. So at the end of the day, even if he had told you, oh, I'm bi, but I love you, I'm focusing on you, that is bull crap. It does not exist because it's human. He has blood running through his veins. So every time he sees a sexy man, he's gonna look. So if you're gonna have a problem with it, I don't know what to tell you.
I think
Hold on. We're gonna go one at a time because I don't want too much going on. Corday.
Here's the thing with the other day. I feel like being attracted to somebody and acting on the attraction are two different things. If you're bisexual, of course you're still gonna find me.
Talk to Nina.
Really looking. She said, really looking.
Okay, he probably is really looking at it, but is he?
I don't mean he acting.
Oh no, really looking says a lot.
Until you have this man that's actually going out there playing the booty holes and nigga-langs in, stick with him.
Is that your response to Nina?
My response to her is follow your intuition if it tells you one thing, because you can never fight your intuition. However, until he actually gives you concrete evidence that he's out here doing something, you can't really do much with that.
All right.
My response to Nina would be, you need to guard your insecurities, because that's really what this sounds like.
The charge.
Yes, because the thing about it is, Nina, has he looked at women as well? Because she never said that. Because if he's with you, then he is attracted to women. So if he looked at a woman and set her up and down and you said nothing, but when he did it with a man, that has absolutely nothing to do with him. That is her insecurities in her. And it's not fair to project that on him. And just like he said, if he's bisexual, I'm bisexual, but he's bisexual. He looks at both genders. So he's going to look at a man just like he looks at a woman. So it's not fair for you to judge him when he looks at a man, but not judge him when he looks at a woman. Because he could very well fuck 2 bitches and you never even knew it. He probably cheated with you with 3, 4 bitches and no niggas. And does that make it any better?
All right. Mega Body.
I agree wholeheartedly. I think the problem is you didn't mention whether he look at girls, and I do think that your insecurities are leading the charge with this. You're in a relationship with a bisexual man, so of course he likes to look at men, but he also likes to look at women. Unless you don't think that he's into you, then that's a whole other thing. But trust your guts. But I do think that he seems like, from what you told us, he seemed like somebody that you're really interested in. He seemed like he locked in with you. I think you finna ruin this relationship because you're insecure.
Pepper.
Nina, girl. I think the issue is that you just don't want to be with a man who has been with men before.
And that's what it
As
is.
they have previously stated, like, is he looking at women? Why you didn't tell us about that? Like, the girl, you think he she don't even want to.
Probably not, just like it's not a man.
It looks like you.
All right. Culture Club. For the people out there that have anything going on in their world that they want us to give our bold opinion on, definitely hit us up at Culture Clubb ACTV on Instagram. Nina, I hope everything works out. All right, what's going on social media? Let me break away real quick and find out.
One of the most important arguments being made right now.
It is time for the North to pull up to the South. It is time for New York to pull up to Alabama. It is time for all of us to come to Georgia, to Louisiana, to Tennessee, to Mississippi, and let them know exactly what they have on court with this injustice. Because it was not a coincidence, and our whole country must understand that it was not until voting rights were ratified in this country that we got the Great Society.
And she's right, because a lot of people don't realize that Black people's protected right to vote created the greatest era of policy this country has ever seen. It was a time in American history called the Great Society, an ambitious legislative agenda launched by President Lyndon Baines Johnson between 1964 and 1968, with the primary goals of eliminating poverty, reducing racial injustice, and expanding social welfare programs through massive federal involvement, all because of the political pressure of the civil rights movement and Black voting power. It created Medicare and Medicaid, which for the first time ever established joint federal and state health care coverage for low-income Americans, seniors, nursing homes, disabled Americans, and poor children. It also established the Elementary and Secondary Education Act of 1965, which marked the first time the federal government sent significant money directly to public schools, specifically uplifting low-income school districts. It also established the Higher Education Act, which creates the federal student loans and grants that we all use today, like the Pell Grant, which is what made college accessible to poor and working-class people across the country. It also established the Civil Rights Act of 1964, which banned discrimination in public accommodations, employment, and any program receiving federal funding. And the Voting Rights Act of 1965, which outlawed discriminatory voting practices and gave the federal government direct oversight over elections in states with histories of voting suppression and racism. You know, the same thing the Supreme Court just done the other day. It also created the Fair Housing Act of 1968, which banned discrimination in housing sales and rentals. It also created the Economic Opportunity Act of 1964, which created the Office of Economic Opportunity, which at the time was the umbrella for the entire war on poverty. It also established a Head Start program, which expanded access to early childhood education and nutrition for low-income students, and also established Job Corps, which is a vocational training for low-income youth. Both of those programs still exist today. It also established a community action program, a radical idea that gave poor communities direct federal funding to organize around their own needs. It literally funded poor people to challenge their own local government. It also established food stamps, which is now known as SNAP, the National Endowment for the Arts and Humanities, massive federal investments in culture and scholarships, Public Broadcasting Act of 1967, which created PBS and NPR, and the Immigration and Nationality Act of 1965, which abolished the national origins quota system that had prioritized Western European immigrants since the 1920s and instead opened immigration to Asia, Latin America, and Africa. It was quietly one of the most demographically transformative laws ever passed in this country. These are all the programs that were created in the 4-year window of the Great Society that happened all because Black people's right to vote was protected. All of these programs were the programs that made this country worth living in. And if you notice, these are all the same programs that ironically Trump, MAGA, and conservatives want to tear down now. Because when conservatives are talking about dismantling the administrative state, this is largely what they mean. Medicare, Medicaid, federal education funding, food assistance, fair housing, public broadcasting. All of it traces back to the 4-year window when the Civil Rights Coalition held enough political power to force it all through. Do we fucking get it now? This is hands down one of the...
All right. Never forget, Black political power in America created the Great Society. He's an awesome guy. Him and a lot of other influential people are utilizing their voice to educate in a space where a lot of us aren't educated. In a prior episode, episode 1 of season 5, I asked who all voted. And so I'm going to state to you, when you see this fucking video, if you have not voted, I need you to go out and vote. Do not be a minority living in the United States of America and not flexing your right to vote. But do not throw away your vote just to say, oh, I voted yesterday, yay! Make your vote count, because we do have a lot of people that are running, and if you vote for someone that's 2% in the polls, that's a wasted fucking vote. I need for you to know who you're voting for and make the difference count. They are redlining our states. They are remapping our states. They are trying to wash away minority votes. And I need you to understand that it is very important. Speaking about me, I can't speak for anyone else on this panel. I'm finding it very hard to continue being friends with people that I know that did not vote.
Yep.
I'm finding it very hard to continue being friends with people that I know that just do not care about voting and feel like their vote doesn't matter. We are in a space right now where none of the people in their 20s all the way up to their 40s, early 50s want to go back to the civil rights movement. None of us are ready for that, because we move around like our lives are so free, and they're not. And I just need everybody to be a bit more aware. And so I challenge people. Do anybody want to speak to this before I move on? Go ahead.
Political science happened to be one of my favorite subjects. And I agree with everything that was said. But one thing I didn't agree, well, not necessarily didn't agree with, but in the beginning when she was like, the North needs to come to the South. No, the South needs to wake the fuck up. Because the thing about it is, every time something happens in your local area, everybody don't have to fly in to get you to go vote. You know what I'm saying? Or get you to take action. I like what's being said, but it's not going to work until people wake up. Now, honestly, and I hate saying this out loud, this is usually one of those conversations you have when it's not on tape and you can't really hear it back again. Hopefully I don't regret this. But some things just need to happen to us for us to stop taking things for granted.
Yeah.
Because like if they take some shit from us, when it's back on the table for us to get it back, people will take it seriously. And I think we just coast because what's going to be is what's going to be. My vote doesn't count. It's all rigged. I don't give a damn what it is. A lot of people died so we could go to these polls to vote. So even if it is rigged, rigged. Like, shit, fuck it. At least you went to the poll and did what you were supposed to do.
But it's not as rigged as we think, because these white people would not be going to the lengths that they're going to change the fact that we can't even vote. So it's not that rigged. You need to make it happen, please. All right. We're going to go to random, a dice game to learn who you are around. The cast picks a number from 1 to 6. Whatever number the die lands on, that person has to ask 3 random questions. There's no picking order. It starts from Megabody and goes to a day. Megabody, you have 3 questions to ask.
What's your name again?
Dorian.
I was going to say Daniel.
No, it's fine.
Tell us a little bit more about you. I know that's kind of broad. Something you want us to know.
Well, I'm happily single right now. I am talking to a verse guy, but I don't think that's going to go anywhere. So if anybody out there in Radio Land is interested, and once I'm just playing, he's a nice guy. But honestly, I don't know. It's not much about me that people don't already know. I mean, my nudes are everywhere. If you want to, you could just Google me. I'm just playing.
No, but that was good. Peppa, what kind of man are you looking for or interested in?
What kind of man am I looking for? I am looking for a man that wants to be a man and wants me to be a princess. Hold my hand. And
Get up and hold my hand.
the street.
All right, little spoon.
And I want to be a girl. What a man.
Let me be the girl.
Last question, Corday. Can you give some good advice to someone who wants to be married, to a black gay man who wants to get married to them?
Child, you gonna get into all types of arguments and fights. Don't argue to win, argue to understand.
Oh, thank you.
Don't go to bed mad. Sometimes you gotta step outside of your own skin and put yourself in their skin and to see their point of view to get it. And sometimes you can just say, okay.
Thank you for that, friend.
Next segment of Culture Club is a story time. Dorian, because you are our guest, give us a quick little story time.
About what?
Anything.
Something juicy and good.
Oh my God, I feel like I just answered this. However, can I talk about anything?
Anything.
Oh my God, I just met the man with just like the worst foot fetish. Like, he didn't even want to fuck. He just wanted to fuck my feet. And it was just like, I was kind of into it though, until my feet started cramping. And I was like, you got to hurry up now. But it was kind of hot and crampy. Yeah, it was, but it was just like down there the entire time. And I was like, I kind of dish for this. Like, but you just down there.
Oh, wow.
I didn't have nice feet though. So maybe that's what it was. But it was just like 45 minutes of foot fucking. And
some people are really into feet.
So did it come on your toes?
yeah. It was hot, both figuratively and literally.
All right, for the quick little story time.
I didn't know what else
people
to
like them
say.
feet out
Oh my
there.
God.
I mean,
I am so
it was good.
I was almost put over here.
Thank you all for watching this particular episode of Culture Club. As always, we are going to reintroduce ourselves from our right to our left. Say your name, and if you could date a bisexual man.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Megabody, and of course I can. I'm bisexual.
Hey everybody, I am Peppa Braxton. Could I date a bisexual man? I mean, I have before. Would I want to? Probably not.
Hey, what up? It's Wes. No.
Yes, I'm Dorian, on Instagram, Dorian the Stylist, and I have dated bisexual men, and I wouldn't take them seriously, but if you give me enough money, I'll do it.
All right.
What's up, y'all? I'm Corday Amari, and yes, I can date a bisexual man.
All right.
What's up, y'all? My name is Ade, aka African Cocoa Butter. I would go on a date with a bisexual man, but I would not date. That's what I said. I would go on a date with one, but I'm not dating one.
So thank y'all for watching. We love y'all. Good night. Like, comment, and share.
That's that. It's so fun. I thoroughly enjoyed myself.
You like it?
I think I would go on a date.
Welcome to Culture Club. What we say, what we mean. Bold and blunt in the room, you know what it is. Lights on, cameras up. Everybody got got a view. We don't fake for the likes. We just speak what's true. Pull up, take your seat. It might get real tonight. If you brought your opinion, better say it with your chest right. Talk, talk, talk now. Say how you feel. No sugar on it, we keeping it real. Laugh a little louder, think a little deep. Culture in the building, now run that beat. Welcome to Culture Club, where the real ones meet. Bold and blunt, no filter. Come and take your seat. Welcome to Culture Club. We got something to say. If the topic is heavy, we gon' still be okay. Culture Club, talk it out. Culture Club, say it loud. Culture Club, bring the heat. Culture Club, take a seat. What you watching, what you learning, what you changing today? Story time, real life, somebody got something to say. Love, life, drama, the mess and the growth. We gon' laugh, we gon' read, then we get into both. Talk back, talk now, say how you feel. No sugar on it, we keeping it real. Laugh a little louder, think a little deep. Culture in the building, now run that beat. Welcome to Culture Club, where the real ones meet. Bold and blunt, no filter. Come and take your seat. Welcome to Culture Club. We got something to say. If the topic is heavy, we gon' still be okay. Bold and blunt, that's the vibe. Say it plain, say it loud. One mic, one room, one truth, no mute. Welcome to Culture Club, where the real one meet. Bold and blunt, no filter. Come and take your seat. Welcome to Culture Club. We got something to say. If the topic is heavy, we gon' still be okay. Culture Club.